These are all going in a circular motion, okay? So this manufacturer has an arrow that shows the cut, and this machine is primarily cutting right on the very tip of its nose, okay? Now the reality is you're looking at this piece of paper and it's either a 6-inch piece or a 7-inch piece of paper, and you're going, wow, I've got a 7-inch cutting surface, okay? Who's got a quarter in their pocket? The reality is, this is how much, if your machine is set up correctly, this is the cutting surface that you're making. This is how much you're actually cutting. So when you're operating these, realistically, you should be able to operate it with one hand. All you're doing is steering it, okay? If you've got to fight with it to control it, that means it's not set up correctly, okay? So there's some different online videos that show dressing an edger, okay? Or you can bring it here to City Floor Supply. They do an excellent job at dressing them and setting them up. But it's something that's going to take a little bit of time to do and to make it ready to go. But if you're fighting that and it's literally tiring you out when you go to start it and run with it, it's not set up correctly, okay? And it could be something as, your pad could be bent, the wheels might be off, okay? The one thing that we want to be careful of this, and Bob touched on this yesterday, is when that machine's heated up, if we leave this on a surface to go to take a break, that's got a rubber pad on it. What's that rubber pad going to do? It's going to conform to the floor, okay? So when it does that, if the floor is uneven, it could put a warp in our pad and then put a wobble in our sanding, okay? And if that happens, the only way to get rid of it is to replace that pad, okay? So I always get in the habit of putting it down for that. The other thing that happens is sometimes these switches go out. So if that switch goes out and you go to plug it in and say it's stuck in the on, if you've got it up like this, what's going to happen?
It's going to edge for you.
It's going to be Tornado City, okay? And that will wreak all kinds of havoc on the floor as well as the walls around you, okay? So just get in the habit of putting it up on its side. It protects everything. And then the event that something is stuck on, it prevents an accident from happening.